So, anyways, I milked your cow the other day. Yeah.
I
Pulling,
have a
I'm
cow, I
tugging,
have
I'm
a
pulling, I'm
bull.
tugging, I'm pulling, I'm tugging, I'm pulling, I'm tugging. Finally, I get just a little bit of milk out. The cow's name is Norman. He's a boy. City Slickers too.
Two adults, Chris and Daryl, yeah, they run shit. Current world events and forever on some dumb shit. Fun lit with a bush light, especially. Even though they always getting banned, allegedly. Crack a bourbon, peep the sermon, it's just two dolts. And you know they hold it down like it's two ropes. So crack a bourbon, peep the sermon, it's just two dolts. Taking over in the game, bringing new hope.
Last one. What's that? Oh, dude, remember this is one of the greatest.
Hang on, quiet.
Okay. You have the fart?
Nope.
You gonna queef?
Stop talking, fuck mouth.
What are you doing?
I'm listening to my microphone. Every once in a while, it sounds like a telephone trying to dial out.
That's fair.
Right there it was.
Was it that?
I saw you.
Dude, this is one of our best intros ever.
Sounds like a fucking woodpecker, dude.
You're a woodpecker. Dude, this is one of the greatest. I don't know why. I think they're making another Young Guns.
You sound awfully
Gay?
No, like you're in a little metal box.
How's this? Is this better?
A little bit.
Hey, girl. This is one of my favorite lines in any movie ever.
With blood all over yourself, I saw you kill! Just because you went back east and married, put on a silk cravat, that don't change what you did! You remember John Tunstall?
I'm John Tunstall.
Remember the stories you tell us about the three Chinamen playing Fantan?
Three Chinamen playing
Says,
Fantan?
hey, the world is coming to an end. And the first one says, well, I best go to the mission and pray. And the second one says, well, hell, I'm gonna go buy me a case of mezcal and 6 whores. And the third one says,
I shall finish the
well, I
game.
shall finish the game. I shall finish the game, Doc. Who's ever going for?
Dude, one of the greatest fucking movies of all time.
Dude, I love that movie. We've talked about this. I can't tell you how many times on this podcast.
It's so good.
We make a lot of quotes.
Spirit World
about that, and we make Chavez jokes and everything.
Yeah.
And like going back and watching them, it's just like
it's so good.
As soon as you hear that fucking Bon Jovi song kick in, it's like I am
all the same.
I'm fucking wrecked. Fuck it. Tomorrow I have 0 beer. Tonight is really the first night I've started like drinking.
Hey, back on the wagon. Proud of you.
You know, I've had I don't know, fucking couple beers here and there.
Sure.
You know, but it's like I can't get fucked up because I don't want to wobble and smash into a wall, which might be difficult leaving here.
Fair.
Going upstairs. I did just go upstairs. I got ice, and I looked in the living room, and my wife is snoring.
Hey, all
and
right.
my dog, our last dog, is laying on the floor right next to her. He's upside down with his feet up in fucking air. And I saw Brady's feet. I'm like, so everybody's sleeping in the living room tonight. So part of me thinks
Young Guns too, dude.
I should probably watch Young Guns too.
Dude, it's one of the greatest fucking
movies. It's fucking about.
Yeah.
I might as well go to the fucking spirit world because I'm not going to sleep.
I know what you did. I saw you kill. Just because you moved north and put on a silk cravat doesn't take away the things you did. God damn.
Oh God, what the fuck's this?
Fucking Emilio, dude. Emilio.
All right. Jesus Christ. I fucking hate text groups. They're the worst things ever.
My only text group is you.
Grodick just sent me sent all of us one of the most fucking cringe-worthy fucking video clips I've ever seen in my life. I don't ever want to see it again. I'm gonna send it to you later.
Nice, cool.
Okay. Well, I finally found the Facebook feed on my phone, but it's still showing Young Guns clips, so it's like 30 seconds behind.
Sweet.
Whatever. So, what's up?
I don't know. I had these out with Shelly. This would you rather?
We got one other thing to get to, so we can play a little bit of this. Dude, there's so much shit that's just happened in the last 3 weeks. The world's in the shitter, but Doge is
It's trying.
it's
Come on now.
it's trying pretty hard, man.
Yeah.
It was up to 21 last I saw.
How'd you feel? Okay, here's the question. Do you think?
Oh, I have a question. Yes.
Oh yeah, go ahead with your question.
No. We're in it now. Let's go. What do you got?
Okay. That Bezos rocket thing with the chicks.
Okay.
Do you think A, it was real, or B, it was faked, or C, it was real, but where they got out of the capsule was faked?
Okay.
Real all the way through. I forgot what I said for B. Or
It was
C.
fake. B was
You think it was
completely
fake?
fake. No, I don't. I
Okay.
think they did go. Here's my problem with this. They're not astronauts.
No.
Okay. They are rich women
Yep.
who were afforded the luxury of being in a rocket ship that took them to the edge of space.
Not in space.
The edge of space.
Edge of space.
By all the terms and all that shit, the firmament, however far the rocket was allowed to fly, because there's no real space, whatever, according to conspiracy theorists.
Sure.
They were up there. They experienced weightlessness. They experienced being fucking 60 miles up in the air. See the curvature of the earth because it's not flat. All that shit happened.
Okay.
You're not an astronaut.
Okay, so hold on. So when
The
Katy Perry
videos I saw
opened the door inward, there is
it's weird. That part I didn't watch a lot of it. I saw a couple quick clips.
When she's getting, so he's supposed to have this magical tool that unlocks the door, because
it's got to withstand a lot of pressure.
Yeah, so no doors that are airlocked open inward. They all open outward.
Okay.
So when she's getting out of the capsule, somebody from inside, without the magic tool that Bezos had to go open the door,
It looked like a magic tire iron.
Sure. Yeah, it looked like you put it on your Hyundai Sonata. Congratulations. So he's up there doing this thing, right? And somebody opens the door in, and then it shuts, and then it opens out. There's no way that that's a fucking airlocked thing. The other thing that I've seen, this is on a massive rocket. They were in the head of the dick, because his rockets look like huge cocks,
which was also somewhat ironic, right?
Yeah, that looks like a huge Johnson.
Oh yeah.
So they're in the head of the huge dick, right? They're in the head of the dick, strapped to ungodly amounts of rocket fuel. When he's opening the fucking capsule, it looks like the size of a pop-up tent. The size didn't match up. Then the door opens inward.
That was a big thing that everybody had a problem with. That was the big thing.
That's where, and again, politically, it's.
But why? What are you gaining from faking this? Here's my other part of this thing that I would have done.
Mhm.
And I'm sorry, and you can mock me and like you did Katy Perry. You put me on a fucking rocket ship, shoot me up to the asshole edge of space,
Sure.
technically, right? You're fucking up there, dude. You're up there.
Sure.
There's
Amazing.
one way down, and there's a good chance you could die, right?
Yes.
You fall out of space at
You could
62
Challenger
miles.
it up, you know, fucking
Shit could go wrong.
gasket, some bullshit gasket.
You go up
Nothing goes
there
wrong.
and everything, and you come out of that, and you go to kiss the ground. I didn't see a problem with that. Way too many people had a big problem. Well, she kissing the ground, fucking astronaut. All she did was this, or it was fake. No, listen, dude. If you're a normal person and you get to experience something like that, when you get out, you're like, "Fuck, I'm glad to be back here."
I thought it was very photo-oppy and
That
very
was the problem.
cringy, but that's fine because, like, we're asking people that have so much wealth and so many yes people around them to act normal. That's impossible.
They don't know what to do. They don't know what to do.
That's impossible too, right? So you got to give some credence to that. Would you and I go sit in a rocket? And I think they were in weightlessness. I think the total ride was like maybe fucking 14 minutes?
11 minutes, I think they said.
11 minutes, okay. So would you and I do it? I think you and I would chicken out.
Yeah, I wouldn't go.
Yeah.
I would love to. I would love to have that experience. And here's my whole thing with like these people that are flat earth conspiracists. I want them to go up.
Sure.
And see for themselves. And tell me, we see, because if you go up 40 miles,
Mm-hmm.
you're going to get a different perspective of things. And if the earth is flat,
sure,
you're supposed to be able to see a lot more shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you come back down, I want you to tell me what you saw.
Well, what's that mean? Like the guy that wrote the Flat Earth book is doing a world, like around the world tour or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, sure.
I'm on a global tour. Do you know what the word global means?
Right. Yeah, exactly. So, but I think, sure, they went up, they came down, but I think the capsule that they were in was not the capsule that the capsule they were in on the ground was not the capsule that they were in.
Well, a lot of people were saying, well, why wasn't that thing all fucking torched up and everything? I'm like, they didn't leave.
They didn't go that far. Yeah.
They didn't leave the atmosphere, you stupid fucks. Yeah. I am a high school graduate, and I can tell you that.
Right. Yeah. So I get that part too. But
so sure, did that
fact that you have a pressurized door that opens inward?
Yeah, yeah.
And just
I see that's something I wouldn't have been aware of because I don't understand the nuances of that. But I did see that was a huge problem. It's like they stopped it and then they reset it. But I'm like, listen, if they took fucking video of it and they fucked it up, why is that not scrubbed from ever? How did they get a hold of it? I mean,
I think a lot of it was live though. Like a lot of it was like, here they are, and we're gonna do it live. There's a part where he fell down too.
I don't know. Like I said, I mean, the whole shit with the people that are trapped at the ISS, like the conspiracy theorists are like, how does this chick tan? I'm like, that picture's from fucking 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Did you see the picture when they opened the capsule up and she came out white as a fucking ghost, wearing a completely different spacesuit than the one that you have a picture of and that you're touting as she got a tan while she's in space? How do these people believe the shit that they're spouting? I don't understand it.
So this thing, okay. So, and again, I don't believe that space is fake.
So that thing is literally no more bigger than
it's a pop-up tent.
A 12 by 12 pop-up tent.
Sure. Right. So this is a pressurized door designed to keep
massive amounts of pressure from outer space
pushing inward. It should open outward, right? So he's supposed to have this magic tool that goes into this little hole here.
The key. Okay.
and he opens it, and it should open outward. Watch this shit. So he's got the tool in his fucking hand, right here. Okay?
Yeah.
Opens inward. Now he's got the tool, and he opens it up, and it comes outward. They would die. It's the same pressure of the fucking idiots that were like, hey, we're going to go to the fucking Titanic. It's probably close to the same pressure that crumpled that little dumb fucking submarine controlled by an Xbox controller. Fucking retards. But there's no way that door should open inwards. No way.
So
Also, okay, so let's say, and this is a chick, right? I wonder how tall Jeff Bezos is. So, okay,
Yeah.
So here's Jeff Bezos. Is it Bezos or Bezos? I say Bezos.
I say Bezos.
Cool. So, all right. So he is, let's say he's 6 feet tall. The top of the dick of his spaceship.
He's 5'7".
Okay, oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, so he's 5'7". That makes it worse. He is, so the top of this thing is maybe what? Like to get to the top? 8 feet?
No, it's more than that.
If he's 5'7"?
Yeah. So
So
just
he's
call him
5 feet.
just call him 6 foot. I mean, we're dealing with a whole bunch of shit that's not.
Sure.
He's on uneven ground. That thing's sitting there. We can't see how close he actually is to that window to say that window right at this moment is 6 feet tall.
All
And
fair.
we obviously can't see the top of that fucking dome.
I do acquiesce to your responses.
Yeah.
I agree. But I'm saying if he's if he's Tom Cruise.
What
This is-
what do you remember what this this flight was called?
Origin Blue.
Blue Origin.
Blue Origin, sorry.
Yeah, when that dick-shaped thing took off, it looks like that.
So also there is, okay, here we go. Okay, let's go to the sun.
Wild conspiracy theories have emerged over the historic.
Okay, so head of the dick. Even when you look at the window spacing on the last video we watched, the window spacing's different.
Blue Origin flight into space after an apparent gap was spotted in the landing video. Footage captured the space shuttle making a soft landing back on Earth after the mission. However, viewers spotted a bizarre.
Look at the fucking mop top on this fucking guy.
Lettuce on that guy. So go back to that wall.
Hey, is that Yam Lennon?
Yeah.
What do you want to do? Go back?
Yeah. That thing hit fucking hard.
Hard.
With a parachute on it to make that big fucking puff. Because it's
Yeah.
obvious there's no rockets involved in
Footage
landing
captured
it.
the
No,
space shuttle
no, there's a plume.
making a soft landing.
Those
back
bitches
on
all
Earth after
strapped
the
in?
mission. However, viewers
Because they're all
spotted a
dancing
bizarre
and floating
thread
around. They
that
had to be
sparked
strapped
a
in.
slew of conspiracy theories
Sure.
that slant the mission was fake. In the video,
Okay.
Jeff Bezos
Okay, so dude, that's like a fucking skyscraper of a rocket.
All right, I'm looking at videos or pictures of this thing.
There's no
It actually looks. It actually
seen wrenching open the hatch from
I'm
outside
listening.
to let the
a
crew
lot
out of the car.
bigger
However,
than it
Yeah.
really
footage from
is.
just minutes earlier clearly
It's not that
I'm
big.
not buying it.
showed the capsule door being opened from the inside.
So like even look at the window spacing, right? When you watch the launch, so windows are okay, so if he's 6 foot, let's just call it, the windows are 4 feet, right?
Yeah.
When it launches,
Wild conspiracy theory.
Look how far back you are.
yeah, but
This-
look at okay, so this is the dickhead, right?
hang on.
Look at the space between the windows and the right where the head of the dick starts, right? And then when you go to the capsule, it's just different, isn't it?
Yeah. All right. I
Sure.
just sent you a picture of Bezos standing relatively in front of this thing.
Okay.
And then take a look at that. And tell me that thing doesn't look all that huge. I'm trying to get specs on it, and I'm probably not looking. They made this thing looking like it's way bigger than it really was. This thing was not big at all, dude.
Okay.
And, all right, here's a better one. Here, hang on.
I agree to that.
I'm sending you downloading. I'm just gonna send you one right now of it lifting off. And look at the
But again, if he were to walk,
look at the you're looking at the second one I just sent you was a picture of it standing next to the scaffolding, basically.
Yep.
And look at that. That's not that tall.
Okay, but look at the windows on it.
Yeah.
Look at the windows at the top, right? Windows at the top match the windows at the top going up here. Then you go when they're getting out of it. And again, we're looking at the base, okay? The base of the helmet, okay?
Yeah.
Then when they're getting out, okay, hold the fuck on.
You know, that thing can turn, right? You might be looking at a different
No,
side.
we're looking at the base. Look at there's no base.
Dude, all that blows off, right? There's a huge separation between that booster. There's an explosion there. I don't know what comes off these. I don't really know much about this.
I'm saying it's.
I don't think it was faked. This was a little sketchy. So explain this to me.
Hold on. Okay. So go to the video that you sent. Go to the picture that you sent me, and we see Blue Origin on what I would call the ridge of the dickhead, right? And that says Shepherd.
Oh, I see the other side of it.
Okay. But then we have Shepherd here on the video.
Yeah.
Then we have probably 2.5 feet to the window. I don't see any fucking windows on the last picture you sent me. There's no fucking windows.
The one next to the scaffolding?
Yes.
I see an American flag.
Yep.
I see a window.
Do you see an American
flag between? I see an American flag between two windows, and I see where it says Blue Origin, which is probably on the other side.
Yeah. Okay. So, and the Blue Origin with the American flag.
Yep.
Even the American flag size is different.
It looks bigger.
Yes.
But the window might be there might be a bigger space on the other side. I can't see the other side.
Sure. I'm calling.
I don't know what I can say here, man.
I'm calling that this is a full-on photo op.
Okay. So
now they could have went up there.
All right. So hang on. Back this up a little bit.
Okay.
Maybe 8-10 seconds.
Do you want to see this guy's fucking?
Yeah, right here's fine. Well, let's lose fucking.
Now the mission is fake. In the video, Jeff Bezos sees
your video is so fucking blurry right now. Stop.
Out of the crowd. However,
okay.
As we saw it right in the beginning, when that thing hit down, there was a massive boof.
A plume.
A plume. Yes. Did it disrupt all the? Does it look like the ground is disrupted?
Does not.
I mean, it's tough too because we don't know what it looked like before that.
Sure, and it's the desert. Sure, but I'm telling you right now, the flags are different. The flags are different. The door opens inward, which is even an airplane, even fucking Spirit Airlines. Those doors open out.
They all do.
They don't open in.
Yeah. I mean, unless they had some sort of special, I don't know. I don't know how this shit works, dude.
Yeah, he Amazoned it. But I'm saying it's just fucking bullshit, dude.
Okay, we find a video of them going into it?
Watch this. So no tool opens. I'm just
That
not, I'm not
person,
buying it.
that person that's circled has something in their hands.
No, Bezos has it.
No, dude, what? Why the fuck are their arms at a 90-degree angle?
She's
Why?
on the steps.
No,
Watch.
dude,
What?
you don't put your arms out like that walking
Footage
up
from
the
just
stairs.
minutes earlier clearly showed the capsule door being opened from
She
the
has something in
inside.
her hands.
No, she doesn't.
Chris, when you go to walk upstairs, your arms are not fucking even with your shoulders when you're
I'm
walking.
not a black lady, man.
Dude, no, she's got something in her hands.
I don't think she
There's
has
no
anything.
reason you would fucking do this if you didn't have anything in your hands.
However,
No, she's white.
from just minutes
Okay,
earlier
so
clearly
anyhow,
showed the capsule
can we
door
go back
being
to,
opened from the
is there a
inside.
video of them entering this to show whether that door opens in or out? I mean, that would help. But guess what? You conspiracy theorists don't want to see that. Blue Origin launch.
Space flight. Got it.
Oh,
Nope.
there it is.
Okay. Let's watch this. This is going to be better.
The Joe Rogan Experience.
I'm much better now that the ladies are back from space.
What were they up there, 10 minutes?
Well, it was very profound. I don't know if you've seen Katy Perry talk about it, but she's basically a guru now.
Yeah. What?
It's echoey.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm just saying.
Offering is shit.
I don't think it was. I don't think it was real. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
So how do you think they faked this?
I think that they went up there.
What do you mean?
I think
You think
went.
you think they legit got into a rocket? And they
I
got
do,
shot
which is a big feat.
and then they got shot 62 miles to the rough edge of space, right? Because I think that's where
I don't think you call it space. I think you call it the stratosphere.
Okay, hang on. Why does it sound like somebody fucking is trying to dial a phone?
Come on now. Go on now, get.
The edge of space, in quotes, because I can't do those with my arms away there, is the boundary between the Earth's atmosphere and outer space, is generally considered to be at the Kármán line with a K, which is at an altitude of 100 kilometers, 62 miles above sea level. This line is not physical, but rather a point where the atmosphere becomes so
point
thin.
of reference.
Yes, that conventional aircraft can no longer fly using aerodynamic lift.
I believe the Concorde.
So that's why I said, so they got into this rocket. It shot them up to.
62
You're not
miles.
saying. Well, I'm saying they went there because that would be the edge of space.
I'm saying
outer
they went
space.
there.
You don't need to go up that high to experience weightlessness.
No, you don't at all. I'm also saying, hang on. Oh fuck.
Bless you.
Thank you. I'm also saying that the post-landing part of it was completely staged. That's what I'm saying. I'm not taking away from the fact that some pop star that is insane would get out of the ground, get out of the capsule, and kiss the fucking thing. I'm not. That's fine. That all plays. She's insane, right?
You don't need to be insane, Chris.
I would do the same thing.
You exactly. So, and you're not insane. You could just be like, "Fuck, I was fucking 62 miles up. I was in the fucking technically outer space. If we're gonna do this, I'm glad I made it fucking back alive because a million
space, but that's cool.
A million things could go wrong. I made it back. Man, I'm glad to be on the ground. Dude, how many times you seen people that get out of fucking planes that have fucking landed weird or have skidded off a runway, jumped out and dove on the ground and kissed the ground saying, I am fucking glad to be back. I got no problem with that. That problem and people that have problems with that, you're fucking idiots. All these flat earth motherfuckers, you know what they do? You want to know what they don't do? They don't get in airplanes. They don't fly anywhere. Because if they did fly anywhere and they did go up in the air, they would see something that would disprove their fucking fallacy of a flat earth. That's why they don't do it.
Hold on.
None of these motherfuckers would do it. Because guess what? If I was rich and these stupid cocksuckers in my Facebook feed are like, Earth's flat, Earth's not round, there's no such thing as the firmament. I'd be like, I have a rocket ship I can get you into. Jump in. And they're like, yeah, I really don't want to go. Well, then you need to shut the fuck up because everything you say is a complete lie. Get in a fucking thing, go up there, and then tell me what you see.
So we both believe that space is real.
I do.
I do too. What I don't believe is that the capsule that they were in at the head of the dick of the big ass rocket, where the flag doesn't fucking fit, the windows look different.
We're
and the
only
space
seeing
between-
one side of this, dude. Where's the video of them walking around? Why are they not showing everything? That's my problem with this. You're
Okay,
showing
another
one
red flag.
side. Oh my god, it's fucking hot.
So So let's say that you're a designer of the head of a dick of a rocket. So you're suggesting poorly that the other side's going to look different.
It might slightly
It's gonna
because
be
how
the
big.
same.
Hey, this thing's X feet around. You put
Sure.
in an X size door and you have X size windows. Guess what? At some point, the math might not math, and you might end up between
So
windows.
you're going to have a mathematically
Hang on.
imperfect capsule for them.
What is it? What is it really? Does it really matter?
from a design standpoint? Sure.
Sure. Does it? No, not for design. Does it matter if two windows are 2 feet apart and one window to the next is 3 feet apart, and then they go?
I
two,
would
two, two,
imagine
two?
it would.
I'm gonna imagine it doesn't.
So your job that we will not say the company of makes parts for things. And you're telling me from a mechanical standpoint. So you're gonna build a fucking
Capsule. Let's talk about what we're
SR-71
talking about.
Blackbird, let's just say, right? So, and what, did I name something wrong?
No, why do you got to make this more difficult? You're making a capsule, Chris. It's 20 feet around.
Okay.
You have 20 feet to work with.
So that capsule is 20 feet around.
This is for just shits and giggles.
Okay.
Here's the
Theoretical.
number.
Gotcha.
The number is 20 feet.
Okay.
You have a door that's 3
You're
feet
going to have
wide.
windows all willy-nilly, my
You
friend?
have no, I didn't say that, fucker. Will you shut the fuck up and listen for once?
Let's do a window here, space, window here.
You have a 3-foot door.
Okay.
Obviously, that thing's tapered, the door's tapered, and all that shit.
Mhm.
So now you have 17
Oh, I
feet
see
to
where
work
you're coming
with.
from. Okay.
17 feet to work with, and 6 windows you want to put in. And make it look aesthetic.
Okay. So
You might
on one side,
have window 2 feet, window 2 feet, window 2 feet, window
big
on the
American flag,
exact
small
opposite.
American flag.
Then on the opposite side of the door, window 3 feet matches the door directly across.
Okay.
Window.
I'm with you.
So now you have
I
all
can
2 feet,
see.
and you have a bigger flag in that bigger spot that we can't see. We're not seeing that.
I can see what you're saying.
I'm also not going to sit here and go through every fucking picture that is on the internet of this thing, because you want to know something, Chris? I don't care that much about it.
I think
The ending did look sketchy, man. I
suspect, bro.
can't say anything because I don't have all the facts. I didn't do the research. Sketchy, absolutely.
Yeah. it
The
sucks
door
that the
opening
kids are-
in, but then again, do you see a picture of them? Google it right now.
Okay. What do you want?
I want to see these women entering this fucking pod. I want to see them walking in. Where's the door? Is it out or is it in? That should end this whole conversation.
Okay.
But if it was that fucking easy, if I'm thinking of this conversation would have ended already.
Katy Perry.
Entering spaceship. Capsule. Whatever the fuck
Entering
it's called.
rocket. Video.
And one of those stupid cunts I wish she would have fucking got yeeted right out of that thing. Star Jones? Was it Star
Oh,
Jones?
Jesus Christ. Really? Yeah.
Was it her? Is it her?
There's a 2 minute and 43 second Okay. So there's no video of them going into the capsule. Red flag. But I'll tell you this. Dude, okay. All right, so I'll share this to you. There's another angle where there's no American flag in between the windows.
Jesus Christ.
This is the okay. It could be the other side. I get it.
They're not just, I don't think they put a new flag in.
New Shepard has cleared the tower.
I just think, like, really quick, I just think the base of the dickhead is different. It's strapped to a rocket. Sure.
Okay, hang on. All right, pictures I have sent Chris tonight.
Mach 1, vehicle is supersonic.
Those ladies right now are having
That is
an
fucking crazy.
incredible view on their way to space.
Oprah watching her best friend go to space.
Welcome to space, ladies, or shall I say, astronauts.
Okay.
Not
so
astronauts. You're not
I
an
have a
astronaut.
problem with that. Big fucking
I have
time.
a huge problem with that. You're not astronauts. You didn't go through the training. You know nothing that shit. You guys are fucking passengers on a rocket ship. I fly on a plane. I fly on a plane between here in Las Vegas.
Doesn't
I
make you a
am not
pilot.
a fucking pilot.
No.
I have a problem with that. You got to stop that bullshit.
Right.
Astronauts are people that have fucking trained, elite, best of the best. These people know how to do this shit. If something were to go wrong, Star Jones and Katy Perry are not fucking landing that thing. Okay, you dumb cunts. Stop.
Star Jones be like,
drunk on bourbon right now.
Star Jones be like, that's racist.
Oh, the moon! You guys, I will have to tell you, look at the moon. Look. Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my goddess!
Now, I do believe
Hang on.
that this part was real. I do think they went to, I wouldn't call it space, but the space between. They went up there. They saw the curvature of the Earth.
Wait, so what did you just say? The Earth might be round?
Yeah, I agree completely. The Earth is round. Well, the Earth is oblong. It's not round.
That's our pink moon.
The astronauts have unstrapped.
But
You're talking about the head of this deck on one
Yeah.
of the pictures that I sent you, and you're right. It looked there's more to it, but when that picture I just sent you, and the part that I circled is part that breaks off as well, which leaves the very tippy top, which looks exactly like what just landed in the desert.
yeah, I'm telling you what. Okay.
So
the part you circled was dickhead and up, right?
no. Did you even look at it?
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
Wait, I went the wrong way. Okay. Yeah. The Blue Origin is literally on the ground in that picture. So that whole head did not come down.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You see those two slits?
Yep.
That part broke off at some point.
Oh, okay. I'm with you.
Okay. Now do you,
Yep.
you see where I'm coming?
Yeah, I
At
do.
the very top, which is about like whatever, a foot or 200
So from
words.
Blue Origin up is the thing that actually came back down.
Just underneath it is the very tippy top
How
of
does
that
it-
thing that fucking broke off and came down.
Okay.
And I'm going to go right back to this until you can show me a video of them entering this rocket. I am not going to say anything about how they got out of it, because if all of a sudden that fucking rocket door, as they're entering it,
if it opens inwards, yeah.
if it opens inwards, everybody needs to shut the fuck up. Stop calling them astronauts. Start calling them fucking space pedestrians, space passengers, visitors to outer space. I don't give a fuck what you want to call them. They're not astronauts. They never will be.
No.
We can agree on that. So I want to see a video of them entering this spaceship.
I don't think there is one.
Why, Chris? Why not? Why are they not stopping outside of it, waving to their fans and all the people that are empowering these brave 6, 7 women to go to outer space, waving as they're stepping into this fucking thing? Bullshit. There's fucking video. If it's not out there, then all this other shit doesn't matter. This is the problem with conspiracy theories. You can just debunk most of them because they're all bullshit.
I'm not being a conspiracy theorist. I'm just saying that
sketchy.
It's a little sketchy. That's all.
But I want to know I want to watch you walk up a flight of stairs that has railings like that. And I want to see if your arms are straight out from your shoulders. That lady looked like a perfect fucking Jesus cross. You don't do that. We don't do that, dude. Our arms don't bend like that.
Yeah. And he had the tool to open it.
And he had the tool.
Yeah. And the door opened inward.
Yeah.
Not buying it.
Okay. The door opened inward. It shouldn't. But until you show me that picture of those fucking broads walking into that thing, I'm not listening to it because your argument holds zero water until you see that. Maybe fucking Bezos has a great design that the door does open inward and they have a phenomenal locking mechanism that will prevent X from happening. I don't know. I'm not a rocket scientist. I kind of am in a way. I'm going to put that on my taxes, but hey, whatever.
So submarines have there are submarines that could actually be powered because of their nuclear battery for like 170 years, if not more. Right. So they never have to recharge. They never have to gas up.
They can just stay underwater for fucking billion years.
For a billion years. Submarine hatches open outwardly.
Yeah. I understand why, Chris.
Outwardly. Yeah. It's just
you haven't validated what I've said to you yet. You need to understand this. Until you show me that video of them walking in. Dude, every fucking time these people get in a space shuttle, they stop at the door and turn around and wave. Cameras are flashing. Videos. Where's the video of these fucking cunts doing that?
None.
You're telling me it's not out there?
It's not.
Okay. All of it's a wash. I don't give a fuck. We're moving on.
I don't think it's real.
That's great.
Let's go to how racist it is to have airplanes that have aisles that are too small. Honestly, it's discrimination that they can't build wider aisles on airplanes. Goodness gracious. Look at this heifer. She's not black. I thought she was black. Judging from the butt, I thought she was black.
I assume she was.
Yeah. That is a lot of meat. Woo!
This goes along the lines of you fuckers want to charge me extra for a 51-pound fucking suitcase that is 1 pound over when this fucking lard ass is the size of a medium, a 2-year-old hippopotamus trying to get on a fucking plane. And you want to know something? This cunt bought 1 seat.
Ugh.
Because she feels she's entitled to just 1 seat because of her body, and you cannot shame her and everything. I would absolutely put this bitch in therapy if she got on my plane.
Dude, so this is so
I hate
random.
this shit.
It's so random you sent me this. So I started watching the show Wings. Remember that show?
Yeah.
It's about these guys that are on like Nantucket or something like that and fly planes to Boston or something like that.
Little stupid shitty airport.
Yeah. It's like Cheers, but at an airport, right?
Yeah, literally.
Written by the same people. And there's a scene where the old lady, Kay or something like that, is she goes to this guy, she goes, hey, due to how small our planes are, I have to know how much you weigh to this guy. He goes, I'm 175. She goes, right. but I would hate if you weren't 175 because the plane's gonna like do an Aaliyah. You know what I mean? Like just not make it.
This is an alleged thing they tell you with the planes.
Sure.
With how they load the suitcases,
passengers, and then passenger size. This is kind of how it goes, right?
Well, I mean, we don't have to disclose this getting on a plane. That bitch could buy one seat. She's gonna end up in a world of hurt because she ain't fitting in one seat.
No,
he needs all
next
three.
To her, you're in the world of hurt.
That fucking twat needs all three seats.
Of course, yeah. So in this
but
episode,
it's gonna hurt her feelings that she's got to buy 3 seats for an airplane.
But you also ate 3 seats worth of food.
I don't care about your feelings when you're that fucking fat.
Yeah, everyone's like, "Oh, I have a thyroid problem. I'm taking thyroid medication. I got a thyroid problem. I'm not fat as fuck.
I'm 20 pounds overweight."
Right? Yeah. Like
that bitch is 2 people overweight.
Minimum. But in this episode of Wings, the lady's like, she's like, I need to know your weight or whatever. And she goes, actually, we just need it to be under 200 pounds. He goes, well, I lied. I'm 195. She goes, right. But if you are over 195, hypothetically, I would hate that to have you swim after the plane crashes into the ocean. And he goes, I'm 227. She goes, good. The restriction was 230, so you can get on the plane. He goes, you know what? I'll get the next flight. So he lied like 7 times in that conversation. But like, dude, you hit the nail right on the head. If you're 1 pound over, for your luggage, you have to pay an extra amount or whatever the fuck it is, right?
Yeah, you got to pay a whole nother fucking suitcase charge. And at that point,
I can't tell you how many, dude, going to Mexico with the kids, we had to like weigh mine, weigh Tanya's, and then go, okay, shit. So Tanya's over, and she had some of the kids shit in hers. We had to take some of my stuff, take some of her stuff, put it in my stuff, take some of my stuff, put it in the kids' stuff, and make sure it all worked. But you can be a fat fucking hippopotamus and just be like, fuck it.
Yeah, it's okay.
This is my truth.
That's exactly what it's becoming. And that's the problem with this world right now is people are getting too comfortable with this shit without being told you're a problem.
Weird.
and this is, and if you, that video I sent you, I already had that in my notes. Was plus size people on planes, and then that fucking video showed up like a day or 2 later, so I copied it and I put it into my notes so I could send it to you. And I started reading the comments, and everybody's, the whole fucking thing is true. It's like, you're ready to overcharge me for my bag that's 1 pound over, but you are going to let her buy one seat and try. And she's going to take up. She can't sit in one seat. There's no way that giant whale. And the comments about her walking through the aisle. You imagine just sitting down, getting comfortable, open up your paper, and one of those ass cheeks just fucking claps you.
Right.
Fucking throws you into the guy next to you who spills his coffee. And she's like,
I'm the first person to put those the little bars down. I'm like, this is my space.
Yeah.
Now, if I
get on a plane, I'm usually flying with my wife and everything. I don't care where I sit. I would prefer the aisle so I can stretch my leg out a little. And I'm very wary of people walking.
I like window.
Like I leave it just outside the seat where it's not really in the way. But if I see the car coming, I move it in.
Sure.
I turn my elbow or my shoulder and whatever.
You're an asshole, but you're not an asshole. Yeah.
We all know planes are fucking, it's a tight fit. They could make that fucking thing 2 feet wider and solve a lot of problems.
Sure.
They're making enough money on us. But I have been stuck next to some big people before. Like, they fit in their seat, but they're like, they got their shoulders.
They encroach.
I can't turn my shoulder. Turn your shoulders in, you know? No, like just like pull them both forward. Yeah, like that.
Yep.
And they're sitting on an angle.
Yeah.
No, you're on a 5-hour flight from here to Vegas. That's uncomfortable as fuck. But you want to know something? I see this person making an effort to make it less.
I'll give them more of my space.
I will too.
Yeah.
I'll lean.
You're the lean. Yeah.
I don't really give a fuck about the armrest thing. I don't really care one way or another. I'm usually like watching a movie or playing on my phone or trying to sleep or fucking raging my face off. But something like that, dude, that chick needs a whole row to herself. I mean, what are 3 tickets costing?
Yeah.
But none of that's disclosed, though. When you buy these tickets online, you don't have to tell this fucking person you weigh 473 pounds.
Yeah. Imagine if they have like, you go to rent like a fucking tuxedo for a wedding or some shit. They do accurate like measurements.
I mean,
but
so when
somebody could buy 1 seat, take up 2.5.
Well, at that point, it's all 3. So,
and you're compromised. Like, so the money that you spent is not good enough to protect you against this fucking thing.
Yeah, and all of a sudden, I mean, but you gotta see her at the fucking gate and be like, yo, this chick's 400, 500 pounds getting on this flight. If she doesn't have all 3 seats, what do we do here? And then they try to figure it out, and all of a sudden there's an announcement. Anybody want to get booted from this flight? And then they start moving seats around to make room for this bitch. Why are we accommodating her? Because she can't stop eating fucking Burger King. Yeah. Why is this? Why do we have to coddle these people that take no fucking responsibility for anything in their life?
The key word is accountability, right? And also, like, I have a hard time.
This world angers me to know.
So even today, right? So I go to pull into Chili's and I back into a spot and some lady parks. So I back in and she parks over here. And she goes, "Oh, you took my spot." She's like, "I drove all the way around, but then you got it." I'm like, "Well, I'll move if you want me to. Like, I don't care. I'll move." She's like, "No, it's all good." But like, obviously she was angered by it. I kind of like went down the wrong way and just backed in. I'm like, "I'll give you the spot. Someone's walking in behind you. You hold the door for them. Common courtesy for the person that and the people you're around. That's it. It's not hard.
It's not hard. It's not hard.
But if I know that I have
a little bit of like, dude, I went to Vegas 2 or 3 times with Dean. Dean's a big dude.
Mm-hmm.
He got in his seat, fucking crushed his shoulders in, and tried to make it as best as he could for everybody around him. He's half of that girl.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And it's like, Jesus Christ.
But dude, have you seen the fucking
just the entitlement of these people?
There's a group on Facebook. So they go to like amusement parks and they're fat.
Of course.
And they basically go, if you're this size, you can't get into fucking, I don't know, the teacups.
Yeah.
And they show you as a fat person how to fucking navigate wanting to ride roller coasters and shit. It's like, or take a little bit of time, get on the Ozempics, do cocaine. I don't care what it is. Just fucking don't be a behemoth. Because if you're
want to be a behemoth, don't think you're entitled to do stuff that normal people-sized people are going to do.
Of course. Yeah.
Just stop with that. Just stop thinking that we're the same person. I'm not.
No, it's not that they're the same person. They have equal to or better rights than you do.
No,
when they encroach on your space. Like, no, that doesn't work that way.
No.
Just we talked about this a few months ago with that fat cunt with a fupa the size of a baby hippo that tried to get in the lift, and the guy's like, "Bro, you're gonna fuck my car up, and you're not gonna fit." And
so
guess what happened? Guess what happened? She didn't win. It got thrown out. She actually lost money on that. You
Yep.
stupid fat bitch. Why? He says, we're done catering to you. We're done.
It's like his own personal property.
Yeah.
She tried.
Lyft ain't fixing his fucking car when you blow out his fucking springs. You go to get out and you grab the fucking the headrest. You go to grab that to get your fat ass fucking shuffled out of there, and you snap that off. They're not fixing that. That's on him.
No, it's on him completely.
Fuck you! I'm not taking you. Just like those guys have a right to reserve. No, refuse service. If you're super drunk and they think you're gonna throw up or be a problem, they're like, "You're too drunk to get in here. I'm sorry. You're gonna have to call another Uber." These guys deserve to have an out. I get it if you're using it too much.
So,
every once in a while, if you're like, this person's way too fucking drunk, that person just climbed out of a fucking pigsty, is covered in dog shit, I don't want them in my car. Or this person weighs 3,000 fucking pounds and my Toyota Celica is not going to handle it.
So in Illinois, and I don't think they have this in New York. So let's say that you're hanging out with your buddy and he goes hard in the paint and he's not even a problem, but he's too drunk.
Is this
about us? Me and you. So in Illinois, if the bartender serves him a drink, and sometimes I've been guilty of being overserved. You've been guilty of being overserved. It does happen, right? So let's say the bar goes, we're not going to serve you anymore. And you go, fuck this, I'm out. And you go to your car and you drive into a telephone pole. You actually can sue the bar, the last bar you were at, for 50 grand.
I don't know if there's a price attached to it, but I'm pretty sure that can still happen here because you were already drunk. They didn't cut you off in time.
And even if you show up to the bar and you try to get a drink, you're already fucking sideways. And they go, we're not going to serve you. And you leave. Now, the bar could do certain modes of action. So they can go, okay, we're going to call you an Uber. We'll call you a cab. Whatever the fuck it is, right?
Yeah.
And you still get behind the wheel. And you drive and you crash. And the bar has notated and fucking documented everything, right? The bar is still on the hook. And also the bartender can get sued.
See, I think that's wrong.
Me too.
Because you have everything. You have cameras. Most bars these days, everybody's got cameras. Vinny's
you have to.
Finally.
Yeah.
And you have them. Okay, here comes this guy. He's wearing an orange shirt, walks in, meanders around, says hi to a few people, comes up to the bar, tries to order a drink. Tries to order a drink. The bartender's like, you appear intoxicated. By law, I cannot serve you. I'm not risking my job. Blah, blah, blah. Would you like a water or a pop?
Yep.
And would you like us to call in? You could just see them talking to them, and the bartenders, you hopefully are well versed and say, hey, pop, water, hang out.
Sure.
Can we help you get a ride home? Guy's like, no, fuck off. You see him 10 minutes later, turn around, turn heel, walks out the door, and gets in his own car and leaves. At that point, that bar should not be liable.
I know. But like when I was looking at buying that place, come on, you fucker. That's one of the things. It's called like the Bassett Law in fucking Illinois or something, or Bassett or something.
That's fucked if that can circumvent you doing everything correctly.
Yeah. I mean, so I had friends that had a house that you had been at. And this kid showed up fucking sideways drunk from a different party, right? It was kind of like a BYO kind of thing. I wasn't in Buffalo at the time, but this kid, they took his keys, but he had a magnetic key
in his car,
under his car. So he went and got that key, drove, died.
Light pole, right?
Mm-hmm. But like everybody at the party, even though the guy never had a drink at that party specifically, they did all the right things. He could have just crashed on the fucking couch. He'd be alive right now.
Yeah.
But he was like, fuck it. No, we've all had a couple sodas and I got it, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, we've
Sure.
done that.
It happens.
Oh, it's coming out both ends.
two for Tuesday. But yeah, it's fucked. So
And that's the thing is too, is usually when you get pulled over, DWI. Second question they ask, the first one's been you've been drinking.
Mm-hmm.
And the next one's like, where are you coming from? And they're like, I'm coming from fucking ABC Winery.
Sure.
Well, now the cops know that you were there, and they're assuming
and
that's
they could
where
have
you were
not
drunk.
served you. Yeah.
And then you could go back to there and say, hey,
Mhm.
we just arrested John Smith for DWI. He said he came from here. We need to know who served him and how much. And they're like,
we have no record.
We have no record of this guy being here. There's no credit card charge. We
Then
don't
go to the video.
Say we don't take cash,
Yeah.
whatever. And we take credit card, and we, his name is not here anywhere. And then they're like, do you have video? And he comes stumbling in, talks to the bartender. Bartender's like, offers him a bottle of water.
Mm-hmm.
You see him kind of shake it off or grab it, or they pour a fucking Sprite from the gun and say, here, take this.
Sure.
You're like, can we call you a cab or an Uber?
Right.
Do you know anybody? Can you get home? And they're like, and then they walk out the fucking door, and that's all you have of them.
Sure.
Well, that should be enough right now to clear that bar and the bartenders because you did everything right. And how are you telling me that just because I pulled up, parked in a parking lot, didn't get served a drink, and left 3 minutes later? How is that their fault?
Yeah, and then like,
because I can't forcibly say, "Give me your keys."
So let's say you're like a dive bar, right?
Yeah.
And you got your regulars, you got some people like stragglers that come in, but let's say you do your job, and this person's probably going to peace out, get in their car, and they're a fucking liability, right? If you call the police, especially around here. Please go, what do you want me to do about it? It's like, okay, so we refused him. We offered to call an Uber. We said he could have water and just hang out for a little bit. We called you. Like at that point, like
We're
what
trying
the fuck?
to head the problem off. At what point is this our fault?
Yeah, and then the police go, well, what do you want me to do about it? It's like, well, okay, so I don't know, go outside. Like fucking drive through the parking lot. The guy sees a cop car. Maybe he's gonna just recline and fucking take a nap, and he'll live, or he won't kill somebody else too. But dude, the more I looked into like the nuances of where I'm at, I'm like, I'm not buying shit,
dude. I keep thinking about that too, and it's like, listen, I'm like, there's no reason I want to be part of any of this. I don't want to own a bar.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to be responsible for things like that are actually out of my control.
Dude, I was at a bar about a year ago ish, and some lady.
Fuck.
We can get out here after this.
Shit. Yeah, it's 1:00 in the morning, dude.
Some lady was having a party for her kid or something like that, and she goes to walk across the street to where the party bus that she came in on. And she was drunk, but she wasn't driving or anything like that. And some kid had just gotten off of work, was driving the speed limit, hit the lady. Lady died. And like, we're at the bar and we hear people just run out. Oh, fuck. And like, people are like, I can go help. I'm like, I'm not going to go look at shit. I like sat in my fucking stool, let everyone do whatever they wanted to do. But I'm like, so now like there's more streetlights. There's a lot more things out there, but like you can't control that. The kid that was driving was not drunk.
Yeah.
The lady walked over a street that was not well lit. It's just a bad fucking deal, dude. This is the way it is.
And everybody these days is like, you know, everybody's behind their phone and shit goes down there. They're
You
filming
have
it.
no fucking idea. Yeah.
And then you read the comments. You're like, why didn't you help? I'm like, why would I? Why am I going to throw myself in the middle of this? And then when something goes wrong, I'm getting sued. I'm losing my job. Now I've lost my livelihood. All because I tried to help. No, man.
Yeah.
First off, I'm not filming it. Secondly, first thing I'm doing is calling 911 saying, shit just happened. X happened. Blah, 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 blah. It's here. This is the location. And that's that. You want to come talk to me, ask me questions. This is what I saw. I'm not Why didn't you try to render aid? I don't know CPR. I don't know how to stop a fucking bleeding wound. I am not jumping in there and doing something which in turn is going to get me sued, and I'm going to lose everything from my.
What's even worse, like if you're a doctor, right, and someone's choking, so you have your Hippocratic oath, right? Fuck me.
Liberty Bibberty. So quiet, you can barely hear it.
But
heard that.
You have this thing like, I swore to do the best for the people that I'm around, right? So let's say that you're driving on the street and a car's pulled over and a guy's having a fucking stroke, or the guy's choking on a fucking chicken wing, and you do the Heimlich and you break that guy's ribs, save his life, break his ribs. We'd all trade that, right? I'm choking, break everything in my body so I don't die, right?
That's I think the true
Then
sign that
you
you
get
did the
sued.
Heimlich correctly is that you break a rib.
Yeah. But
That's
then
the right way to do it.
You get sued.
Sued. Yeah.
Yeah.
For causing bodily harm.
Stupid, dude.
Yeah.
Anyways, if you can take away anything from this, the Bezos rocket was faked. Not buying it. And space isn't real. And we'll get out of here.
Space is real, you fucking
Space is
twat.
real.
You even said it was.
I agree space is real. I do.
And fuck helping people that got hurt. I'm sorry. And, you know, if I got hit by a fucking car or whatever, I'd love somebody to come over and help me. But I know in my heart of hearts, I'm not the person that's gonna fucking sue you. But
of course,
there is. It's literally the culture that we're in right now. There's a
victim culture, man. That
it is fucking
rampant right now.
Sickening right now watching this. There's a massive race war going on here in Cheektowaga, and I've have things to say, but I've not typed them out and hit post in the comment section. Ooh, nice.
Thank you.
But it's bad. And
Indians and blacks.
It's shit's going down here.
It's tough, man. I mean,
it is tough, man, but I'm like, I'm sorry. Everybody is so Sue happy since the late 90s, basically. So
I would say the 80s is the big spike of like, I'll sue you. Oh, fuck.
That felt good.
Sound like a grizzly bear.
I'm looking around for the bear.
Now, am I going to sue people eventually? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I'm suing everybody.
Yeah, it's justified, but these people that are trying to get help and something goes a little minor wrong, and they're like, "Oh, I'm suing you for this," and like this goes back to the fucking lady. You know where it all started? The lady that fucking spilled the coffee in her lap and sued McDonald's. Everything went downhill from then. And it's GoFundMe shit.
Oh, dude,
it's fucking ridiculous. This shit. Well, I'm not getting into it tonight. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. Just for another show when I'm feeling better and can fucking absolutely torch.
Hey, we did it. We did 3.
Yeah, we weren't supposed to do 3. We were supposed to do 2.
It's a bourbon, dude.
Things are hurting.
It's that bourbon.
I probably should go upstairs and take this hoodie off.
Just
and
go in
have my wife put my ice sleeve on. Well, from Big Hurt. What up, Big Hurt? Thank you. And run some ice through my shoulder. But
just go and
eat
go to your bed. snort an Oxycontin, and put on Young Guns 2. I'm gonna put it on right now.
I'm gonna go put it on in the living room.
Yeah.
I did download. We switched Fire Sticks, and I lost the app that I had that had all the fucking movies on it.
Mm.
And I went back and downloaded. Chris was like, "Why'd you download that?" I'm like, "Well, because I've looked for movies on Netflix and all these other fucking things that we have for free, and I can't find it." I go, "But I know this app has it."
Dude, do you know that? Okay, real quick.
So are we?
5 minutes.
Are we gonna go up and or both? What are we gonna watch? Young Guns 2?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the best one.
I'm gonna zonk in the middle of it at some point, but
That's fine.
We'll live text each other.
Obviously, dicks out, dude. Do you know that Amazon is editing videos?
I know. What do you mean?
So, in the beginning of some goddamn movie.
Wait.
So you bought. Okay, let's say you want to watch a movie, right?
Okay.
Young Guns 2.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll tell you my story. It's a Wonderful Life. I bought It's a Wonderful Life, one of my favorite movies of all time, hands down the best Christmas movie of all time, in my opinion. Shut your mouth. I bought it 3 years ago. I bought it maybe 10 years ago. Okay, good. Daryl, go ahead.
Bought it. DVD
on Amazon.
Wait. So through Amazon.com.
Yeah.
The place where you send me fish oil, dick pills, and panda costumes.
Amazon Prime. You can watch it on your TV.
Okay.
You can play videos through it too, right?
Okay, so you bought it through.
Yes.
So it should be attached to your Amazon account that you
Which it
purchased
is.
this movie.
Yes.
And can watch it at your leisure from here till eternity.
In perpetuity, I can just watch it, right?
Okay.
7 years ago, it was a 2-hour movie. Now it's an hour and 30. So they took out the part. The whole story is the guy couldn't travel the way he wanted to. He had to work for his dad. His dad passes away. The brother has a chance to go make something of himself. So the guy goes, fuck it, you go, I'll stay here. And the guy always wishes that he could be somebody. Turns out that the fucking business that his dad started was not great. And there's a guy that's fucking over the whole town. So he's always at war with that guy. And one of his workers mismanages funds, which causes the ability for the shitty guy to go take over the entire town, right? Okay, all right. The whole thing is the guy jumps off a bridge in like Seneca, New York, by the way. Jumps off a bridge. He's going to kill himself. Gets saved by an angel that's trying to get his wings. And the angel shows him his life if he never existed. So all the people that you've touched, all the people that you've known, all the people that you've helped along the way, you weren't there. So you're seeing the people, your friends, the people you love, not being as successful as they are or they were when you knew them because you never existed. And the whole thing is about like, it's not just your redemption. It's the fact that you touch so many people along the way. You know, it's amazing. When I bought it fucking 7 years ago, the whole movie's there. Now the motherfucker jumps in the water to kill himself. And then the next scene, it's in the redemption part where he learned his lesson. The whole part about him seeing his friends that he's helped along the way. Literally 50 fucking minutes is gone.
Why is
I didn't get a refund. I don't know. Dude, the beginning of Gladiator, there's like some scripture that comes over parchment paper. If you buy it on Amazon right now, it's just parchment paper. There's no scripture because it talks about someone being a true tyrant, and when there's a true tyrant, certain people will rise up, or something like that, and it's kind of like the times. So, right now, if you were to go buy it right now, it's parchment with. Ooh, boy, it's parchment with no fucking writing on it. It's just literally nothing.
You want to know the same thing?
If I'm buying Star Wars,
yeah.
If I'm buying Star Wars, and you buy Star Wars from Amazon Prime, and for some reason they don't like Wookiees anymore. Like, is Chewbacca just gone? It's just like it's literally like that, dude.
You want to know what happened to one of my favorite movies? One of my favorite movies ran an hour and 53 minutes.
What movie?
Hour and 35 minutes. 95 minutes, right? 95 minutes.
Uh-huh.
It is now down to 4 minutes long.
Superbad?
No. Blazing Saddles.
Oh, yeah.
Is now a 4-minute commercial.
It's a guy rides in, rides out.
Rides out.
I made you a pie. N-word.
Yep.
That movie is so bastardized. But the whole joke of the movie is that
it's actually
the black guy is the best guy in the entire movie.
Yeah.
It's the old backdoor joke.
Yeah. Mel Brooks is a fucking genius.
Beautiful.
I
also watched History of the World Part 1. Fucking amazing.
I bought a bunch of fucking movies back in the day, and I don't know why. I was watching them a lot of I didn't even have a DVD player. I was watching them through my PlayStation 3. I just used my PlayStation to watch movies. And I stocked probably a bunch of movies, and I'd buy them at fucking Walmart. And one time I bought like all the Friday movies, and like 3 Friday movies, and then one other Ice Cube movie or something like that. And it was like it wasn't that gay. It was a better movie than that. And it was like $4. And I bought a bunch of this shit. And I was ahead of my time going, these movies aren't going to be available in 10 years.
I wish I would have bought.
I'm not going to be able to find them. So I bought those, and I have them on DVD, and I got a couple Seth Rogen fucking funny ass movies, and I got Blazing Saddles and Spaceballs and shit on DVD.
Mm-hmm.
So I
can't take that away from you.
That was the thing. That's the reason. Like, we have a fuck ton of DVDs, and I'll literally give them away for like $4 for 100 of them if somebody ever wanted them. And I'm like, all right, I saved all these. Like, even Christmas Vacation, I got on a DVD. Because when we first started doing this, I was playing it through my fucking PlayStation down here. Somehow I had it all hooked up. And Chris is like, what? Why? I go, I love these movies, and they are fucking cinematic genius movies.
Mm-hmm.
But they have such, the way the world's going, they're going to get deleted from history and never to be seen again.
You call it.
And this Blazing Saddles movie that I've had on DVD in 40 years, when we're still talking about it, because it's a masterpiece, people are going to be like, there's 4 copies left in the world. I have one of them.
It's one of the, I think
Brady's fucking grandson or whatever is going to end up with it. Yeah. And I go, this is going to be worth $1 billion in 2064 when I'm fucking dead and gone.
Yeah.
You know,
and realistically, it's such a pro-black movie.
But the thing is,
people can't get around the words.
They can't, and that was the whole thing. Is everybody's like, all the talk about that movie, if you really read into it and understand what's going on, it is so racist up front that you don't see what's going on behind the scenes.
Yeah,
it is incredible.
Yeah, and if you fail at the words, you don't get.
You don't get to understand humor.
Fuck, that was such a good movie. All right, let's go watch Young Guns 2.
All right. I'll text you in about 10 minutes.
Yeah, I caught a hangnail.
Oh, there you go.
And I gotta get some of this stuff back upstairs.
Caught a hanger, Sarge.
Caught a hanger, Sarge.
All right.
I gotta
There, Gooks.
see you next week sometime, right?
Sure.
Thursday. Thursday, Saturday, maybe?
Sure.
One of the two. I know you go out on Thursdays, but whatever. You want to do a couple quick?
Yeah, I'll come back and fucking be all laced up.
Also, dude, I hope you have a really shitty day someday at work and you're like, fuck it, I'm ready to drink. You're like, yo,
every day, dude.
It's 1:45. You want to do a quick podcast? I'll be right down there. I got nowhere to go.
Cool. All right, I'm in.
All right.
Rage.
Yeah, we'll see you in a few. We're gonna watch Young Guns 2, and then we're gonna review this next time on the podcast.
I know it's gonna hold up because it's one of the greatest movies ever, but
yeah,
I hope it doesn't suck.
I know. We're like, fuck. We hyped it up. We were so excited. This is like, yeah. I might have to. Do I want another bourbon?
Yeah, you do.
I think I do. I'm not gonna sleep anyhow.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a beer. That's fine. You know what? I'll get a bourbon too. I'll celebrate with you.
All right, boy. All right.
Fair enough.